Hey guys, how's it going? Melty here, welcome to today's video. We're not playing Minecraft, that's just a thing I've put on so that I can easily look up like different music without, getting my personal information out there, the browser information. So I've just set it to Minecraft, one of my favorite video games, so that it does not record like my Google Chrome where I'm looking up different musics. Because why are we looking up different music? Because today I'm gonna play guitar practice vlog. Yes, indeed, practice vlog. Now, I was kinda good at playing the guitar, but the thing is, I struggle with consistency, and so it's a reset every single fucking time. It's reset back to the beginner level, to the baby level. Even though I get to like a really good intermediate level, I get reset every single fucking time, so yeah. But anyway, I've been told that in order to learn how to tune by ear is to force myself not to use a chromatic tuner. So, I'm not gonna use a chromatic tuner. No electronic devices whatsoever. It's just my guitar, my hands, and my ears. And obviously my legs, chair, and and all of that. But yeah. So I've tuned my guitar by ear. I've waved away the chromatic tuner. No digital stuff going on over here other than metronome. I don't usually practice with the metronome. I should start practicing with the metronome probably. But yeah, I'm not gonna use any digital tuners or anything. Okay, that's a strict rule because I've been told that's gonna help me like learn how to tune by ear. So I don't even have relative pitch. But anyway. Also, some of these trousers, I don't have a strap, so some of these trousers are slippery, which is kinda annoying. I think I'm wearing a slippery trouser right now because I don't have a strap for the guitar. I don't have any sort of like proper like setup support for the guitar whatsoever. So it's just my legs to support the guitar in the proper position. And I think I'm wearing a really slippery trouser right now, so that's gonna be annoying as fuck. But yeah, let's check the tuning first. Hold on. Okay, I think it's tuned enough, probably. It's tuned enough, so yeah. If you did not guess, the tuning method I use is just simply using the 5th fret. That's basically what I do. I use the 5th fret, 4th fret for the G string, but yeah. Not the G spot though. So, the piece I'm gonna practice, I did not even warm up yet, I'm gonna warm up, but first the piece I'm gonna practice is actually a minuet. Pensée mélodique, okay, Opus 38 number 1 by Jose Ferrer, okay? It's a really simple piece because, I struggle with consistency, so I get reset every time. And so it's a really simple piece to start playing the guitar again, right? Because it's literally a minuet, I would expect the minuet to be simple. It's a short piece and does not have that many notes, but that's not the determinator of if a piece is hard or not, is it? But first I'm gonna warm up, so yeah. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm gonna come back in a minute. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. I had to have a talk because I could hear background noise. And like I said, I don't want anything personal leaking out on the internet. So I had to tell them to be careful, make sure not to make too much noise. You know? I mean, me living with another person is personal information leaking out anyway. But I guess that's fine. Probably. Anyway, so yeah, back to warm up. Okay, I don't know if my guitar is properly in tune or not. I don't have much ear training, you see, so my ears are literally like baby ears. Not like baby ears, but very beginner level ears. So I can't tell if my guitar is very much in tune or not, so yeah. Well, anyway. the second part to that piece is actually kinda difficult. It goes like I need to chop my nails though. I need to cut my nails. You know, I've been a bit lackluster there in terms of like my nail growth. So the left hand nails. Let me take care of that situation real quick. Also, my trouser is like slippery, which is so very annoying. Not gonna lie, it is extremely annoying. I sometimes use a towel to like prevent with the slippering, but yeah, it's extremely annoying. Truly, it makes it much harder to play. Not much harder, but yeah, kind of clumsy and like you know, it makes it kind of scuffed. So yeah. And I'm not rich enough to buy additional gear, so support me, guys. Like and comment. Boost this video so that I can monetize my channel and then buy stuff for myself, such as actual supporting tool. I want to get the what do you call it? Like, hold on, what is it called? I'm gonna look that up real quick. What is that called? Oh my god, why did it? Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. Is it just called it's just called a balance support or a support with like those suction cups, right? Deep guitar support, left-handed back. Yeah, it's just called the balance support. I wanna get one of those. Please, guys. I wanna get one of those. You gotta like and comment and subscribe. I wanna get one of those like actual support so that it's much easier to play the guitar. But yeah, yeah, most shameless begging. That's what I love. I love to do that. Anyway. Also practice this piece that is extremely difficult. You'll understand why in a second. Hold on. forgot the rest, but yeah, it's an extremely technically challenging piece. Also, my trousers are slippery. What the fuck, dude? My guitar keeps going like as I'm playing. I'm like, oh god, I need to hold the guitar properly while also trying to play the technically challenging piece. Oh no, oh shit, oh fuck, my wrist. I'm gonna get arthritis at a really young age now. Like, Jesus fucking. Bro, it's Frederick Chopin. I've been playing. I'm trying to play Frederick Chopin while the guitar is like continuously getting in worse and worse position to play. It's like that's insane. The guitar was progressively getting into worse and worse positions, and I'm like, oh, gotta make the Frederick Chopin sound good. Oh no. Bruh. But anyway, regardless, I guess it's time to start the piece that I intend to practice. So, Menuet Pensée Mélodique, Opus 13, number 1. Frédéric Chopin is one of my favorite composers, by the way. I love his music. But regardless, let's start. Oh, it's that. Oh, it's this one. I don't think I did it that good. I had to like, you know, I usually play from memory, and so I was whatever I could remember. I was focusing most on my fretboard, but then there were parts where I did not remember, and that's when the music actually stopped playing. That's when I actually stopped playing, not literally stopped playing, but then I was like, oh, quickly look at the book. What was that? What was it? I don't remember. So I had to like quickly look at the book to continue playing, right? Because I don't remember what was next. Otherwise, I was focusing mostly on my fretboard. But then also the guitar was slipping continuously, getting it into an angle that's like not a proper angle to play at. So yeah, to like process this. I'm not good at sight reading, so I had to like quickly process what was written in order to play it. Right, I had to quickly process it. So yeah. Anyway, let's try that again. But the guitar, I think I need to change my trousers. Hold on. I'm gonna wear some better trousers. This one is still pretty smooth, this trouser, but I think that it's better than the other one, even though it's still pretty like smooth. But yeah. Okay, war is this better? Yeah, it's less slippery, but it's still not like completely, It's still kinda slippery, but it's better because it's less smooth. But yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna look something up real quick. Some fabrics like polyester or certain denim finishes are surprisingly slippery. Here are reliable fixes. Classical kit players use increase friction between the guitar and your leg. Quick solution: place a small piece of rubber slash silicone self liner on your left eye. Use wear high friction clothing at a discreet grip. Slight posture, sometimes slipping happens because of forced direction. Oh my god, I need to do some DIY stuff, dude. The fuck? Bro, I'm gonna get pretty mad if it keeps slipping. I'm gonna get pretty pissy. Hold. If you couldn't tell already, I'm mostly self-taught. Mostly. That's why I might be making several mistakes right now. I have brought a towel. Hopefully this works. I've literally put towel on my thighs. Okay, hopefully this works. Hold on. Alas. Okay, so the doll is better. Not gonna lie, the doll is actually better. I think my guitar is slightly out of tune. I think I could hear some dissonance there, so I think my guitar might be somewhat out of tune. Hopefully, with time, I will get better with like relative pitch. Hopefully, with time, I will get better with that. But yeah, let's dig that from the beginning again. I was mostly doing it from my memory. Not mostly, but as much as I can. That's my natural instinct to try to do it from memory, right? That is literally my natural instinct. And so there are times where I forget and have to like. Sometimes I think briefly and I remember again. Those are a few amount of times. But then I quickly turn back to the book, usually. Like, try to quickly turn back to the book. But yeah, let's take that from the beginning again. Dissonance. Also, that's one of the things, right? That's one of the things I kept forgetting, like, after the system. And then I forget that it's the A string that needs to be played, and I play D instead. Like, you guys heard that, right? Like, I played like this. And I play D by mistake, thinking it is D, but then I quickly remember, wait, that's the wrong note, I need to play A, and then I quickly play A. But, yeah. Messed up there. I remember that time. Oops, and then the rhythm was wrong. Dissonance. I don't know if that's dissonance or not. I don't remember this bit, so I have to like keep checking back to the book again for this one. Hopefully I remember it this time. And then, oh fuck, I forgot. It's E and open strings. And I don't remember any of this. Hold on. Oh, wrong position, sorry. Yeah, I don't remember all of it. I remember like beginning part of it. The first part I remember very well. The second part I think I partially remember. I remember very little of the last part too. The the last part I remember very little. But yeah. Let's listen to how it's supposed to be played real quick on the internet. Right? Because I've only had like 2 recordings so far. I probably need to listen to more recordings of this piece. But yeah. I'm gonna quickly play how it's supposed to sound like. So, pause. Hold on. Melodic. Pause melodic. Minuet. Best 38. Number 1. So here's primo guitar, right? Primo guitar, playing it. So already we can see a huge leap, right, in terms of improvement. It flows a lot better. To be fair, I'm still practicing it, but yeah. The way he plays it, it flows a lot better, there's no friction, it's like fluid. no friction or any such thing, right? Whereas when I play, there are like, it's like having an old school TV still kind of working, but you can tell that at times it pauses and there's sort of stuttery and all of that. Yeah, that's basically how I'm playing it. So I need to improve on that, right? So yeah, the beginning bit as well. The beginning bit itself. I mess up. I realize. I do realize that it's not like I've been ignorant of that. The fact that I've been messing up the beginning bit, like bar number 2. So it's like. Also, I've been playing the wrong rhythm. Oh yeah, it's this one. Yeah. So I've been playing it like this, right? That's wrong. It's supposed to be. I just realized that it's a quiver. It's a dotted quiver, right? Dotted quiver, and after that it's a semi-quiver, and rest of that is regular quavers. So it starts off with a dotted quiver, then it goes to a semi-quiver, and then it flows on with regular quavers. So I've been playing every single note over there with the same duration. That's wrong. The beginning one is supposed the the starting note over there is supposed to have the emphasis due to the longer duration, right? So it's not like, and it's more so like, meanwhile I've been playing it like, that's the wrong rhythm, right? Absolutely wrong rhythm. Horrendous. Can't believe I've been so blind to that. But yeah. And then there's a rest for a quiver, and it starts from the beginning again, like. And then it goes to the second part. And then rest for a quiver, and then start from the beginning of the second part again. rest for a queue, and then start the final part of it, which goes like. Rest for two crotchets, sorry, not quavers, but crotchets. Rest for two crotchets, and then it goes like. Sorry, some of them have been saying rest for a quaver, which is wrong. It's actually rest for a crotchet, not a quaver. I was just using the wrong terminology. Wrong term. I was just using the wrong term. So, yeah, the wrong word. It's actually rest for crotchet. If you're American, you will not understand this, but rest for crotchet means rest for like a quarter note, right? Yeah, rest for crotchet means rest for a quarter note, and then rest for quaver means rest for an eighth note. I've been wrongly using the term eighth note instead of like quarter note, which is what it shows on the book right there. It shows rest for a quarter note, or rest for a crotchet, basically, not a quaver. I've just been using the wrong term, but yes. I've gotten better at it. The thing is that I'm not good at sight reading. There are places where my memory isn't so good and I have to refer back to the book. And because I'm not good at sight reading, it tends to like end up kind of bad sounding. Whereas the parts that I do remember, they end up much better sounding than the parts that I do not remember. Because I'm not good at sight reading, so I'm really not good at sight reading. I'm better at like memory, so obviously I'm in the process of like trying to remember the whole piece right now. I don't remember the whole piece yet, but eventually I will be able to remember the entire piece. But yeah, it's like, I think I rely more on like pattern recognition, so, and I don't like remember it. I recognize the pattern. It's like, oh, this one, and then it goes, and it's more so I recognize the pattern. So whenever that comes by, I'm like, oh yes, that pattern. Yes, let's play that pattern. Instead of like trying to remember each and every single note, I remember how it's supposed to go, like the fingering pattern, the pattern of it. Not so much the notes, but most of the pattern I remember. So yeah. Let's hear another interpretation of it. Like I said, I've only heard 2 performances of it so far. One is by Primo Guitar, and the other one is someone with a DIY camera. It's like a very poor camera setup. It's by someone called Eric J. Roth. It's supposed to be like homemade, so it's not like high quality camera or anything. But yeah. And it was recorded like 6 years ago with like, probably he probably used his own phone to record it. But yeah. Yeah. I like his interpretation of it though. There are quite a few amount of rests in this piece where there is like gap of silence basically. At the ending of each part there is like rest for a crotchet, right? You have to like rest for a crotchet amount of time duration, right? For that exact duration a crotchet rest. And then in the last part, you know, where you play tree, you know, this part over here where it's like, hold on. And then it's rest for two crotchets, rest for two crotchets. That's why there was a huge pause there. And then it goes like, you know. But yeah, I'm not good at counting anyway. Can you tell that I'm a self-taught guitarist? Self-taught classical musician? I do not count, I just go by feel. I just listen to other people play, and then I'm like, oh yes, I have to get that feel. So I don't really count. Can you tell that I'm a self-taught classical musician? Bruh, I'm not really like, I might be self-taught, but I'm not up there. I'm still like quite an intermediate level. So yeah. So I'm not really up there. Anyway. I probably need to hear more performances of this piece. So let's hear somebody else's performance. There is one person called Christian de Jong. Christian de Jong. Okay. So. Okay. I think it was quite. This one was trying to be faster than the rest and trying to be more upbeat, like more energetically jolly. Yeah, this one was trying to be more energetically jolly, and it was trying to like keep at a fast pace, essentially. Which I kinda prefer the previous versions. Okay, there is another interpretation by a person called Elliot Prose. Elliot Prose, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But yeah, it's gonna play an ad. I'm gonna mute the ad. Interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna try playing it again. The whole piece. Hold on. And then here comes the part I don't properly remember. Oh god. yeah, the ending came out a bit weird because, I don't remember, and so I tried to sight read. I'm not good at, again, I'm not good at sight reading, so yeah. But this one was much better than my previous attempts, not gonna lie. That attempt was much better than my previous attempt. Let's try that again. What? I don't remember what was the. Oh god, I'm recording this in the middle of the night. I'm feeling kinda sleepy, but we're gonna practice another piece. Okay, we're gonna practice another piece also. So yes, it's 1:03 a.m. right now. If you guys were wondering, it's literally 1 a.m. 3 minutes past 1 a.m. But yeah, we're gonna attempt to practice another piece as well. So, I've got this one from like Emre Sabun Quaglu. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But I've bought a sheet music from them. This one is like, oh yeah, it's drop D tuning, so how do you? Okay, so drop D tuning achieved. Uh, Emra, I don't know how to pronounce, forgot, but he has provided tab as well, so yeah. Because I suck at sight reading, I'm gonna attempt to read the tab instead. This one is quite a difficult piece, I'd imagine it to be, but yeah. Drop D tuning is like very common in classical guitar, but anyway. It's like this. Like this. Hold on, why am I sliding? Hold on. So it's like. Okay, I don't know what this is supposed to sound like. Usually I play better because I know what it. If I know what it is supposed to sound like, I tend to play better. Despite I have no clue what it's supposed to sound like. Like, what do they expect it to sound like? I don't know, I have no clue. But yeah, extremely challenging beast, technically. If you did not guess already, that Sugar Plum Fairy by Piotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, another one of my favorite composers. I would love to play the music of my favorite composers like completely one day. Frederick Chopin, Piotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, all of them, basically all of them. I would love to play their pieces beautifully on my instrument. But yeah, I need to build up my skills first. Also, I'm feeling kinda sleepy right now, so I'm gonna see you guys next time. Until then, bye bye!